Welcome to Petrolhead Sim Racing. I'm your host Adam Stewart, and we are back in Germany at the Nürburgring for round 3. And folks, we got a good one for you today. We have just finished qualifying, and as you see, Victor Svensson set his time of 1:43.673, just barely a tenth over Tobias Theerwolf. We got Dirk Gretschel and Andreas Wolf making up row 2. On row 3, we got Timo Konecki and Christian Kubovic. Row 4 is Fotis Sizoglu and Yuri Kratchville. In row 5, we have Jeff Ecott and Matty Renault. As you see, they are done with qualifying. And let me tell you folks, this track always delivers some great actions. So these cars have push to pass, which all the drivers will receive except for the leader as soon as they cross the start-finish line. They have a limited amount of DRS, and they have launch control. But these cars have no traction control and no ABS. And it looks like they are hitting the grid and getting ready to go. Pull those straps tight one more time, gentlemen. We are about to get going. Here we go. The anticipation is palpable. They are ready to turn it on. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. They are on the loud pedal and off, and Victor right away is saying, I want the inside. He is pushed way down the inside. Tobias trying to go back around him on the outside. Timo down on the inside. Tobias went a little bit wide there, but Timo's looking on the outside, trying to get around him. Everything's clean through G1. We are looking good, folks. These guys are side by side. Timo and Tobias touch just a little bit. Everybody's okay, just a little rubbing. Rubbing is racing. As they start to stretch out into single file, everything is looking neat, nice and calm all the way through the pack. No catastrophes anywhere. Victor is right away saying, I gotta get away. He is pushing hard, folks. There we see Dirk putting some pressure on Tobias. Tobias putting pressure on Timo. It's like that all the way through the field. These guys are all really close still. It'll take them a couple laps before they really start to stretch out. In the very back, you can see that Samuel Oliveira just made a pass, but that was because he started without qualifying today. Showed up at the last minute, which is okay. Got into the race. Got Fotis still hounding Mr. Dirk there, trying to get around him. At the same time, he's fending off Yuri. Yuri still behind Fotis. Haven't seen anybody use any DRS coming down there. Yuri takes a peek to the inside, thinks better of it. And Christian take a look down the inside of Yuri and get around him. Now he's on the outside of Fotis. Oh, and around goes, who's that, Nicholas and Samuel. Let's see what happened there. You can see that in this real replay. Oh, they just barely touched there, and around they go. And it looks like Nicholas hit head on and took a lot of damage. You can see a little bit of a wiggle there by Sam. Just barely came around and touched him, and that's all it took to send them both around. And it looks like Sam is back on track. Here you can see what it looked like from Nicholas's point of view. See that little twitch by Samuel, and that's all it took, just a touch on the back. Those brakes aren't going to stop you on the grass like that. That was it for Nicholas in this race 1. Poor guy, he got a D and F because of that. No fault of his own. I don't think that anybody did anything on purpose there. Here we see Tobias pushing Timo. And you can see his wing, you cannot see the letters, which means he was on his DRS. DRS stands for drag reduction system, and it's a way for them to get less wing so they can actually drive faster. But Timo did not give up through that set of turns. You just go right around him. Here's a replay of something going on in the back. Looks like Jiri and Fotis came together, and Jiri goes around. Let's see what happened there. We can see that in the replay. Jiri's on his DRS. You can see he's really approaching Fotis quick. Didn't quite have the position enough. Didn't quite get on his brakes hard enough, and he got tapped from behind there. Looks like it was maybe Andy Darnell may have touched him just a little bit. He was already a little bit out of shape there. You can certainly see there in that replay how fast that DRS can make you go. But he was carrying so much more speed, I don't know if he was going to make that turn. I think Andy might have missed his break point there as well. Joe Senna with a small little spin there. During all that replay, we did see Tobias get around Dirk and Timo. Or I'm sorry, both Tobias and Dirk got around Timo. So Timo has dropped back to 4th place. There we're watching Andy Darnell putting some pressure on Fotis. On the DRS. Fotis blocks him there. That is the fight for 6th position as we watch up front here, 5th in a fight for 4th. Christian looking to put a move on Timo if he can get down to his inside. Timo's going to shave off to the right to block that inside. Christian's going to try to go the over-under. Didn't quite have enough speed to do that. They are still on it left, right here. Look at this. This is some great racing, folks. Everything is everywhere. These guys are on it. As we catch up back here in the back to still the fight for 6th position between Fotis, Andy, Maddie, Jeff, and everybody all together. You can see they're all looking. It's just nowhere to pass when you guys are these close in speed. It's hard to find a place to pass. This is where they choose to use their push to pass. As you see down at the bottom there where Maddie's name is at, right above her it says 0 PTP. He does not have his push to pass anymore for this lap. The only extra speed he's going to be able to get is by using the DRS. We see Jiri in the back trying to go through a recovery run. Andy Renault with a heck of a run, tries to get down to the inside of Andy. Oh, and he does. They touch. Andy gets a little bit loose. Maddie doesn't spin him, though. They're all good. No harm, no foul. Oh, and around goes Jeff Ecott. Oh, no. That takes him out of the fight for 5th. He's waiting for an opening to get spun back around. You can see that in the background. Still watching Maddie here as he comes down into turn 1. Putting some pressure on Andy Darnell still. Well, we got a little bit sideways there. Here we're back up with the fight for 5th with Christian and Timo. Christian still putting the pressure onto Timo as much as he can, trying to find a way around. Timo's got the inside for this turn. And heading back down the hill. You can see on your timer on the left there that Victor's kind of put a little distance between him and Tobias. I don't know if that'll hold up. Tobias is darn fast. Victor's been showing some serious speed over the last couple of races, so we know he's not slow. Christian finally got around Timo there. The fight for sixth is still going on with Fotis, Andy, and Maddie. They are still nose to tail. And Maddie is still taking a look down to find a way to get around Andy. What an incredible set of driving from all three of these gentlemen. They are just pushing like crazy, trying to find a way around each other. Fotis doing everything he can to just hold on to that position. Timo trying to get back by Christian, just not going to be able to do it. This is Chris getting back onto the track, Chris Willems that is. Now Matty has his push to pass now, so he might save that until they're on maybe the back stretch and try to use that on the back straight and try to see if he can use that to get around Andy. Tobias has tracked down Victor. They're pretty close now, nose to tail. Dirk has fallen back a little bit. He's probably hoping these guys will find it out so he can get up there and fight first as well. Right on board with Andy, you can see that he is really struggling, trying to keep that car under control. Back up front here with Victor and Tobias. Looks like Joe Senna has also gone to a DNF. Tobias just sitting behind Victor, just biding his time, trying to find where he's faster and Victor is slower. Trying to see where he can actually make this move. So far, it doesn't look like Victor's had many bad areas to drive or weak spots. Watch that fight for first still at the bottom there. You can see we're back with Timo and Christian. Christian got around Timo, but Timo is not giving up. He is like, okay, got to find my rhythm, got to get back on it. Fight for first is still going on. Same time we'll be watching Timo and Christian. And it looks like Tobias took a look there on the inside, just didn't get around him. Victor held that position. These guys better watch out because all of a sudden Dirk is within striking range. He can draft him now. Victor slides down to the inside to not give the inside to Tobias, trying to hold him off. Now remember, Victor does not get a push to pass where Tobias does. Being the leader, Victor has the disadvantage in that department, but he still gets his DRS. He's going to be watching that mirror, trying to find a good time to be using it when Tobias could be using the push to pass. Jeff went around again, as you saw there in that replay. He got tapped by Yuri, it looks like. The fight for fourth is back on. Timo and Christian are nose to tail now. Tobias is still hounding Victor. As we swap back and forth, there's two good races going on here between Victor and Tobias and Christian and Timo, so they are really nose to tail, both sets really pushing each other, trying to find a way around each other. Tobias making a run to the outside. He's looking. Does he have the position? Victor gives him the race room. He's going to have the inside for this one. Tobias is going down the inside. They are still side by side. And he's going to have the inside again. Victor doesn't give up though. Oh, Tobias goes a little sideways there. Another touch. Same place happened for him. Victor goes around. Victor spun. He gives up first place. Drops all the way down to fourth, maybe fifth. All the way to fifth position. They just gifted Dirk the lead. Tobias is right on his backside now. What a crazy change of events. Victor dropped all the way to fifth position. He is behind Timo now, trying to find a way to get back up there. You can see he's got quite a gap, quite some time to catch up, and I'm sure the tires have overheated from that spin. Same thing with Tobias. I'm sure the tires are a little overheated. They're just really tenuously trying to get around the track, get the car back under him, cool these tires off, and go back at it. Tobias looking to the outside, going into the chicane here. Looked like Dirk went over some hard curbing there, and so did Tobias. Tobias lost quite a bit of time. Back with Samuel Oliveira. Remember, Samuel didn't actually get a chance to qualify, so he is coming from the back. He's made up a couple because people disqualified, and he's made up a couple more for people either spinning or just not driving as fast as he is. But he's only made up 4 total, but that's better than nothing. He's still got race 2 to work on. The race 2 will be a 40-minute race. He's got a lot more time to work on getting positions in that race. Tobias is caught back up to Dirk. He's definitely got some speed. Dirk has not got the speed on this track that he had in the last couple weeks, but he's not doing bad. You see there in the center screen, that is first fight for first place. Something happened with Chris. Did he run out of fuel or just spun and engine stall maybe? He's got it back going. Here we see Tobias still trying to get around Dirk. Down to the left-hand corner, you can see that's a fight for 10th. This guy's still nose to tail for the lead. Tobias is going to cross this line, get his push to pass. Looks like he used it right away. Just easily goes by him. That was pretty easy pass. Textbook right there. Tobias to the front, folks. But just that little bit of a battle, even though it was only one corner, maybe 2. Christian has started to catch up to Dirk. Geary in the bottom left there passing for 10th position as he tries to work his way back through the field after that spin earlier. Here we got Victor, who's finally caught up to 4th place Timo. See what he can do. He's got a heck of an overspeed here. Looking to the outside. It's a hard place to pass. Oh, he's going to hold it. He's looking to the inside now. Timo gives him the room. They're on. Look at these off the wing. The wings are both down. They're both on the DRS as they're coming down the stretch. Nothing doing for Victor. He's going to still stay behind Timo there. There's just nowhere to go. With both those drivers on their DRS, there was just no way he was going to be any faster or have any overspeed. Here you can see Dirk still looking at Tobias, and Timo and Victor still going at it. Victor's going to take a look to the outside. And it looks like pass is done. Well done, Victor. Well, I have to say, the cars I like the look of the most is like Timo, Geary. I think it's Chris Williams has the same one. I really like that teal blue color they are driving. It's a really beautiful car. We see a fight for 11th going on in the bottom left. Up front, we still see Dirk just driving around behind Tobias. He's not really putting any pressure on him, but he's keeping him honest. Not really letting him get away. Antonio with the moment. Not sure if Dirk suddenly found some speed or is just able to use that push to pass to keep himself close to Tobias, but he is suddenly showing Tobias the nose. They're on their last lap. Coming around to the checkered flag. And it looks like Tobias is going to take that win. Dirk is in second. Here we see Andy and Fotis going at it. Andy's going to try to make a last lap, last turn pass, but it doesn't look like Fotis is going to give him that space to be able to do that. Andy shaves to the inside. He's looking. They are side by side. Fotis kept his position though. Well done, Fotis. Well done. Here we got Samuel. He's going to come home in 11th. That's not bad. Picked up 6 positions by just staying clean, driving around. So that was good. And here we got Almeida working his way around the track. It looks like Chris is going to come home in a clean 15th position once he gets around the track. Not much to see here, folks. Just Chris driving around, having a blast. And that is the end of the race, with Tobias Thurwolf coming in first. Coming in second is Dirk Dretschel. In third, Christian Kubovic. In fourth, Victor Svensson. In fifth, Timo Konecki. In sixth, Fotis Soziglu. In seventh, Andy Darnell. Eighth, Matty Renaud. Ninth, Daz Higgs, and rounding out our top 10 is Yuri Kutachville. What a battle we had in that race, folks. Tobias, Dirk, and Victor put on a show that was just incredible, as well as Fotis, Andy, Maddie, Daz, and Yuri all fighting for that 6th position for almost the whole race. What close racing we saw, and we are probably going to see the same this next race. I can't wait to see this get going. I hope you guys are all as excited as I am. This has turned out to be some of the best racing we've seen so far this season. We're just waiting for a few more cars to hit the grid. Looks like everybody is out there and they are getting ready. Cars are started. The anticipation is palpable. Boogity, 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 let's go racing. We got some spins in the back. Oh my goodness, already there's been a lot of mayhem going on. You can see right off the bat that somebody didn't get their car started. Missed that start. Victor's going right from the to the front. He started back in 4th position. He is trying to get right to the front, right off the bat. Remember, he led almost the whole race until he had that unfortunate spin. He's putting all kinds of pressure on Timo. Looking left, looking right. Flashing his lights. Letting him know, I am here. I need to get by. I need to get going. Right behind these two is Christian Kulovic, looking at a chance to go to the front. once again, we see Fotis in 4th position with just a ton of people behind him. Andy Darnell looking at Dirk. So it looks like from that start that Tobias got the worst of it, because he is back in 8th. Actually started in 6th as they reversed the top 6 drivers. Christian Kubovic looks like he's putting a move on Timo. Around goes Jeff Ducott. Close racing already. They've all spread out. Looks like they're going all in the same direction. We are good to go. Dirk taking a look at the inside of Fotis. They're still side by side. Oh, a little elbow shunt there from Fotis there on the Dirk. As the front 3 starts to stretch it out. See, Tobias has made up a couple of those positions and has made it up to 6th position. Got his eyes set on Dirk next. Dirk's got his eyes set on Fotis, trying to get around him. They're all coming through nose to tail. Tobias still taking a look, trying to find a way around him. A little mistake there by Dirk, but not enough to get a good run. Here's Tobias down the inside. Going into this, you can hear, he used his DRS, so you can hear that. He made the move stick. He is by into 5th position. Well done. Now he's taking a look at Fotis. It's the next one in line. Back here as we take a look at Geary, he is in 8th position, taking a look at Andy Darnell, trying to see if he can get around him. Tobias tried to get him on the inside. He's going to look again here. Thought better of it. Got to run, he's going to be outside. Fotis is going to cover the inside. We'll go to this corner side by side. That'll give Tobias the inside for the next corner. And he takes it to the hole, he's done. Now Dirk is seeing how that was done, thinking, okay, I see where to do it. I'm going to flash my lights and try to confuse Fotis. Still flashing his lights at him. Fotis is not falling for it though. Looks like Geary's making an inside move on Andy. They touch again. Andy's off track. Take a look at what happened there. You can see here at the bottom right that, look at the speed that Geary had. What an overspeed. Both on the brakes. Oh, I don't think either one of those guys were going to make that turn. You can see here from Andy's point of view, he was on the brakes a little bit later. He was not going to make that turn. Anyways, he was going to be off. Geary was not going to make it. You can see there, Geary's on the brakes, but Andy is not. Neither one were going to make that. Not with the overspeed that Geary had, and Andy hit his brakes later than he should have. Neither one was going to make that turn. Dirk down to the inside of Fotis. You see Christian Kubovic is trying to get back to Victor. Victor slowly pulling away. Chris Willems with a little off-track excursion. There might have been a hot dog stand or something over there. Christian has caught Victor. What can he do? Can he get around him? Oh, Dirk went around. Dirk, oh, the heartbreak. He's dropping 10th. How far down will he go? 11th. And getting back going before he's in 12th. No, he's down to 12th position. Now we see him still flashing his lights. Check back over here at the bottom left for 6th position. And we can see that there's no change over there. You still got Fotis, followed by Andy, followed by Yuri, followed by Matty. Up front, we see Christian has caught Victor and is putting some pressure on him, trying to get around him. Yuri's still taking a look at the back of the end, trying to find a way. Trying to see where he's weaker than he is. He's saying, okay, well, I'm here. All I got to do is find that weak point from Andy and I can get around him, hopefully. Christian's still taking a look at the back end of Victor. Just must be liking the back end of that car. .3 separating the top two. Right after this right-hander here seems to be the favorite of everybody to use the DRS. Doesn't look like either one of them were using it. Here you see Andy and Yuri side by side. Yuri making that pass stick. And right away you see both Andy and Yuri are on their DRS, as well as Matty Renault, who's behind them, as well as Fotis, who's in front of them. They're all on the DRS that whole time. Back up front with Christian and Victor. Still no change. Matty Renault trying to find a way around Andy. It's his turn, he thinks, to get around. He's going to try him around the outside, do a little over-under. Nothing there. Andy is always one of the hardest guys to pass. He seems to always be able to find a place to put that car right where it makes it difficult for you. You either got to go around the outside and put yourself in the marbles, or try to duck to the inside where your braking position is compromised. It's some fantastic driving from Andy, let me tell you. Oh, and around goes Samuel Oliveira into a DNF. This was not the kind of weekend he was looking for, folks, because his first race had to start from the back, showed up late. Second race, DNF'd. Not what he wanted. I'm sure his teammate is not happy about it either. Christian still just tagging along with Victor, unable to do anything about it. Here you got Matty Renault still falling around behind Andy Darnell. No real battles on the track anywhere. This is about the closest one we got. Yuri and Fotis are getting closer. Here he takes him, a little sideways. He's taking a look at the inside. If you wouldn't have lost grip, you might have made that pass stick. But the torque of these cars is phenomenal, and it will get you sideways in a heartbeat. Oh, what are you doing? Mr. Peterson. Oh, that was nasty. That is not the kind of rejoin we like to see. My goodness, Nicholas is off back there. That's the kind of rejoin we like to see. Take note of that. Oh, and around goes Andy Darnell into the wall hard. Is he going to be DNF'd? Because that was a hard hit. He's dropping like a fly here. Look at that. It's like a rock going to the bottom of the water. Just dropping. That car may be unrepairable at this point. Erie with a run on Fotis. Going to try him around the outside. Fotis again looking for that grip, staying as far out as he can. And Erie's on his inside going into this last turn. Oh, Fotis put his elbow. Oh, that is dirty. Trying to get him into that wall. That's wrong. That was seriously wrong. That's not how you race anybody. Fotis, what was that? And I don't mean to put too much emphasis on that, but that was about as dirty as racing as I've ever seen. Back up front, we find Christian and Victor still just driving around. Tobias is still back there trying to get back to Timo. Like we said, he had a bad start. But he has got himself back up to 4th. Here he lost the position after that incident in the last turn with Fotis. Love the fire popping out the side of these cars. Just so cool looking. Either one of these guys on their push to pass or their DRS as they're coming down this long straight. But Tobias does have the draft, so he did catch up to him. Great race here between Tobias and Timo. There you can see our leader going by. Yuri taking a look back down the inside of Matty Renault. Nowhere to go though. Ooh, made a rhyme. Matty Renault and nowhere to go. Guess that's make me a poet and I didn't even know it. I did make a rhyme just in time. Alright, enough of that. Matty Renault is caught up to Fotis. They are just nose to tail. I wish we could be seeing that. There we go. Oh, Matty with a little sideways action. Is he going to lose that next one to Yuri? Yuri's supposed to be on his inside. He is. They are side by side. Yuri with the overspeed after Matty had to lift. Otherwise, he'd have been in that grass and into a wall. Good save, Matty. Well done. Here you see Timo getting passed by Tobias for 3rd position. Well done, Tobias. Another well-executed pass. Now to see if Tobias can track down the front runners. He did it in the last time. He's got a lot more time to do it now. He's got 23 minutes. The whole first race was only 20 minutes. The second race being 40. He's got plenty of time to track him down. Timo's not giving in though. He is pushing back. Seems like sometimes when you have a driver pass you, that it is motivational. You tend to drive just a little bit harder for just a few moments. The adrenaline is spiked. It's like drinking a Red Bull. All of a sudden you can fly. But Timo is like, I am not letting go. I ain't got to get by. I know he passed me, but it took him a while. Now it's time for me to get back past him. Timo and Tobias, really no change. Tobias has stretched it up to a 0.7 lead. So he is starting to creep away. A little change here in the front. Victor is slowly starting to creep away from Christian. But we have seen that on the backside, it seems like Victor is faster up here after they cross the start finish. The first half of this lap, Christian is usually faster. Yuri got a little bit sideways there as he had caught back up to Fotis. You see we're in the first half of this lap. You can see how Christian is catching back up to Victor. Pulled it down to half a second from the full second down. Cross start finish line. Yuri here side by side with Fotis again. He's on the outside. That's a hard place to try to pass. Really a long way around. No banking to help you out in that turn. Oh, see this fighting between Fotis and Yuri has let Dirk catch back up to him. Remember, he was fighting with Fotis earlier when he spun. And now he's caught back up. He dropped all the way to 12th. Now he's right back up here fighting for that 6th position. Oh, and around goes Chris Williams again. I think there might be a girl over there he's showing off for. Something. Either that or that hot dog was really good and he decided to get a Coke to go with it. I'm a Pepsi guy myself. Got Yuri beside him again. Oh, he was left no room there. That was a little tough defending there by Fotis. He definitely pushed him out. It was either go off track or hit me. Around goes Tonio Phantom. I'm sure that Yuri is wondering, okay, what do I need to do to get around Fotis? He had him by all the way past him in that last going into that chicane. Fotis is not going to make it easy for him. Dirk's still sitting right behind him. Glad that these guys are fighting, because the longer they fight, the more chance he has of passing. Dirk putting all kinds of pressure on the back of Yuri. Look at that, 4 different lines going into that turn. Matt Renault got caught back up to these gentlemen. Remember, he was behind Fotis for just a little bit when he had his little incident where he went off track, which allowed Yuri to get by him. Yuri looks to the inside. What a race. All of this just for 5th position. This is awesome, guys, folks. Come on. You know you guys are liking this. This is just can't be any better. All through the track, there's good races. Oh, you hear Yuri's on the loud pedal. Oh, and Fotis pushes him almost into the wall again. That's some dirty driving. I've never seen Fotis race like this. What is gotten into him? Yuri might lose that position to Dirk now. Dirk's on the outside. If he can hold this corner, he'll have the inside for the next one. He doesn't quite hold it, and Yuri cuts his nose off there. Yuri might be a little irritated with the way that Fotis raced him down that front stretch, and kind of took it out on Dirk there by cutting his nose off. Dirk is not happy. He's flashing his lights. Meantime, Matty Renault is probably licking his chops saying, all right, you guys go up there and fight. Maybe you all three could wreck and I'll just pass all three of you nice and easy. Still no change with these 4 gentlemen. You can see right there, Yuri has got the DRS going again. He's all the way beside him. And again, Fotis gives him so little room. Oh, he's up on the curb there and around him as Dirk is getting past him. Now it'll be Dirk's chance to try to get around Fotis. Still no change in the front. These guys seem to yo-yo back and forth. I'm starting to record again. Christian still on the back of Victor. No change up there. Back here at the position number 5. We're looking at Dirk, who got around Fotis. Find out Fotis is now in 6th position, holding up Yuri and Matty right behind him. Dirk in the front of this little group. This is awesome. 25 minutes in and we still have got these guys nose to tail. What a rivalry that has been created today. I think this whole series has created a serious rival with these 2 gentlemen. They always seem to find each other on the track. There's Yuri taking a look. And he got pushed out again. Fotis using as much of the track as he's able to. Definitely some close racing. On his DRS, you can see the wing move. Just watching the wing, you'll see all the lettering on it go away. That's how you know he's on it. Trying for an over-under here. Oh, don't think Fotis got the exit out of that turn like he had hoped for. Yuri had nowhere to go. Matty looking to the outside of Yuri. No, nothing there. Yuri got a little bit sideways, letting Matty down his inside, and Matty makes the pass. Well done, Matty. Hey, Matty, maybe you could send me a message. Is it Matty or is it Mati? I just thought about that. Let me know. Still got these 3 up front with Victor leading the way, Christian behind him, and Tobias slowly closing in on these two. Now Manny's got his sights on Fotis. Here he seems to have dropped back just a little bit. May have gotten a little out of sorts there, maybe heated up his tires, who knows. Still no change in the front, although Christian has caught Victor again. It seems to be the replay of the day. It seems like every time we turn around, he catches up to him. Then Victor somehow finds a little bit of speed and drives away from him. Victor may just be holding on to all his DRS for when things like this happens, and he pulls away. Try to gain some distance and then stops using it so he has it near at the end of the race. It's definitely a strategy call on how you use your DRS because you don't get them every lap. They are limited. Daddy putting all kinds of pressure on the back of Fotis. Fotis is having the race he really wanted because he was fighting for 4th at the beginning of this race. Now he's just barely hanging on to 6th as we watch Matty just pushing on him. Still up front, no change, but Tobias has caught them. How long before Tobias passes Christian? That is the question. Oh no, and around goes Matty Renault, giving up that position. Oh, Fotis got a reprieve there. Matty has gone around, lost position to Geary. How far back will he fall? Doesn't look like he only lost 1 position so far. Looks like that's it. Oh, he lost another one. He's back to 9th. And he's right on the back of Daz Higgs. So as you look at it now, Victor with a 0.7 lead over Christian. Christian with a half a second over Tobias. And Tobias they have 8 seconds, 7 seconds over Timo Konecki. That's a big gap. Those top 3 are just run away from everybody. Dirk back 12 seconds behind them. Fotis 5 seconds behind Dirk. And we find Geary with 1.6 seconds behind Fotis in 7th position. Daz Higgs in 8th. He inherited that when Matty spun. Matty is only a half a second behind Daz Higgs. I'm sure he'll get his feet back under him and get going again. That is your top 10 running positions. Tobias on the DRS, all the way beside Chris. Are they going to get it? They're side by side. Oh, Chris held on to it. Tobias had a really tight turn coming out of that. Had nowhere really to go. Chris left him just enough room to be able to stay on track. Action anywhere on the track. Chris is still just that 0.8 behind Victor. That little bit of time that Christian and Tobias were side by side allowed Victor to get a little bit of a lead going into his strongest part of the track. As we get down to the bottom of this hill, where Christian is stronger through the last half of this. So we'll see if he can close back in on him. Also keeping an eye on Tobias to see if he close back in on Christian. Seems like everybody's starting to spread out. Fotis has opened up 3 seconds over Yuri. Das Higgs has opened up a second over Matty, who might still be trying to cool his tires off. Eight minutes left in the race here, folks, and it has been a barn burner. Let me tell you, these guys nose to tail again. Like I said, Tobias is catching back up. That was Christian's fastest part of the track where he normally catches up to Victor. He did a good job. He's only 0.5 or 0.6 behind him now. Like I keep saying, this is Victor's strongest part of his track for him. The sound of these cars is amazing, isn't it, folks? Just listening to them makes you want to hit that like button. Big things going on the track right now. We're just following Christian. Keeping somewhere near the lead here. Watching what's happening. So it looks like the leader is coming up on a back marker. Looks like that could be Chris Willems. Let's see how he reacts to having the faster cars behind him. Well through that part of the track that is Victor's forte here. This might be his best chance to be able to pass him, although he does have Tobias closing in on him from behind. Oh, and Christian gets a little bit squirrely there. You see Chris Willems just pulls right over and gets out of the way. Gentleman he is. Christian trying to get a little bit of draft from him. Victor, I hope you're not getting tired. I know it's a long race. But you got 5 minutes left. Hang on, buddy. Things seem to be accordion right back. We see Yuri is only a second behind Fotis now, and Nicholas has caught Joe Senna. He's only a half a second behind him. We are back into some action, folks. Christian suddenly saying, I need to push. I got Tobias catching me from behind again. I need to get up here and get by Victor. Victor has spent this whole race without any push to pass, folks. Got that lead on the first lap and has not let it go. 36 minutes he has been out front. Will he lead from flag to flag? That is the question. Christian has a lot to say about it. He is right there using his DRS, trying to catch up, as well as Tobias on his DRS. Two of them are stalking Victor down. And as we look, we can see Yuri is that much closer to Fotis again. Victor trying to break the draft, weaving to the side. You can see that both Tobias and Christian were on their DRS there. Not sure where Victor's been using his DRS. You wonder, did any one of these guys save DRS for these last couple laps? We are into the end here. Did anybody save any DRS? Did Yuri to try to use it to get past Fotis? Did Joe Senna use it to try to get back Nicholas? Did Christian save any to do something with Victor? He's got the push to pass as well he gets to use. And did Tobias save anything? He's got to push to pass right now. He's really close to Christian this time, coming out down this long straight here. The wing is down, both of them on their DRS. Tobias is on his push to pass at the same time. Nothing doing, he's just not going to get close enough. And around goes Nicholas. That wing, that's the sound of the wing going down. But you can see that also Christian was doing the exact same thing. So there you go. Tobias has got his push to pass. Get this camera getting going. He must have spun again, heated up those tires. We got Tobias there with 0.2 behind Christian. And you got Yuri Katachva right behind Fotis with only 0.2 of a second. So now we get to watch both fights at once. The fight for first in the bottom left. Both sets of cars jockeying back and forth, trying to find position. Fotis fending off Yuri. Christian fending off Tobias. Neither one of them on DRS this time. Did they run him out? This is the last lap. Tobias looking to the inside. Oh, and he hits him. That was a last-ditch effort. Looks like Tobias is going to fall back quite a bit. And here we got Yuri and Fotis coming down. Yuri looking to the inside. They know it's the last lap. They know the leader has finished the race. How will this go? Yuri on the run. He's got a good draft. Fotis is on DRS. He's going to the outside. And they spin. They touch. Around goes Fotis. Into the wall. It looks like Yuri's going to continue on. Fotis is going to drop all the way down to 9th position. What some elbows out racing we saw from the both of those gentlemen. And now we got the smoke screen that we can't see a darn thing because there's still drivers coming though. Here we'll go back here to Tonio and Mr. Senna, Joe, and see how they come to cross the line here. You got anything left in the bank there, Tony? Now to be the time to use it. Oh, no, Tonio. Oh, he wanted it. He tried. Nice shot. Nice try. I just take it easy. Go get the finish and be done. Nice finish, folks. That was a great finish. What a great race, guys. That was awesome all the way through. We're going to give you the final results here in just a moment. We're just waiting for Nicholas and Chris Williams to get across the line, and then we will go into that. But what's some racing? Here we go. We got Victor Svensson, flag to flag. Fastest lap was done by Dirk Gretschel. That's 2 races in a row he was fastest. Christian Kubic's come in second. Tobias Therwolf in third. Timo Konecki in fourth. Dirk Gretschel in fifth. Yuri Katachvil in sixth. Das Higgs in seventh. Matty Renault in eighth. Fotis Siglu in ninth. And rounding out our top 10 is Peterson Almeida. I'm not sure if that name is backwards. It might be Almeida Peterson. Always seems that way to me. So that is your top 10. If you want to see read the rest, please go ahead and hit that pause button. Now, as we get into what happened for the whole day today, let's take a look at where they are for the season. So, for these 2 races today, it looks like Victor Svensson followed up at getting the biggest amount of points with 52, with Tobias getting 48. Christian Kubovic got 46. In fourth would be Dirk Gretschel. Fifth, Timo Konecki. In sixth, Yuri Kratachvil. Seventh, Das Higgs. Eighth, Fotis Siglu. Ninth, Matty Renault. And rounding out your top 10 is Peterson Almeida. For the season, as we look at the season, we can see that at the top is Christian Kubovic. He is definitely having a great season. In second place is Dirk Gretschel. In third, Tobias Therwolf. Fourth, Fotis Siglu. In fifth, Victor Svensson. Sixth, Timo Konecki. Seventh, Das Higgs. Eighth, Andreas Wolf. Ninth, Andy Darnell. And in 10th is Matty Renault. Again, if you'd like to see the rest, please hit the pause button, and that way you can read what you want to read. As we look at the team results, you can see that in first place is Zero Force Racing. In second place is Slavic Public. And in third is Petrohead Simracing. Fourth is Tugas Racing International. In fifth, GDC, the Gentlemen's Drivers Club. In sixth is Team SCB A. In seventh, Ixion Simracing A. And eighth is Team SCE B. In ninth is Oris Racing A. And in 10th is Petrohead Simracing Team B. Again, if you want to see the rest, please hit your pause button so you can see all of that. Well, that is going to be it for us today, folks. I just want to say that was some of the best racing I've seen all day long. It's been a long time since we've seen some racing like that. In the meantime, till next week, please hit the like, subscribe if you want to see some more of the racing, hit some comments down below to help the algorithm, and stay cool like the other side of the pillow.